This was the most difficult episode I've ever shot. There were moments when I had to stop the camera, step away, breathe. Because what you're about to hear is not just a story, it's a storm that tried to break this woman again and again. Imagine losing your entire world, your daughter, your partner. Imagine falling so deep into grief that alcohol became your only escape. Imagine still having to show up, build a company, serve clients, and somehow hold yourself together. But she did more than survive. She rose. She built Aika, her identity. And today, she stands here as a published author, a woman of impossible courage, a story that shook me to my core. This is not just a conversation. This is a reminder that no matter how many times life shatters you, you can rise again from the ashes. My guest today is Indu Ahuja. She runs Indu Ahuja Consultants and Associates. She's decided to talk to me to take a journey into her soul. Why? You will find out. So Indu, welcome.
Thank you, Rahul.
कैसा लग रहा है आपको?
Awesome. It's amazing. I like the vibe. It's doing wonders.
You are another person who's taken this leap of faith. Was it like more of a instant decision?
It was a whim, actually.
Was it?
A whim because I had a fight with my manager, put in my resignation. And Monday onwards, the story started, the usual story. HR is trying to retain you. The manager is talking to you. The CEO interjected, tried to understand. I was passed up for a promotion twice. First time, my previous manager was going out and the new one was coming in. So they felt that this is not the right time. Second time, when I was up for promotion, my manager decided not to fight for it. The bell curve was happening in the office. But she decided it's not her job, it's somebody else's job in the organization. When your manager tells you this, obviously you work on your whims, na? You will not wait for it to happen. Manager says, ये काम मेरा नहीं है, तो किसका है भाई?
Manager is telling you that Hari promotion is not my responsibility.
Not my responsibility. So then what is?
Well, we have different kinds of leaders.
So I
let's
made
just
my
say.
peace with it, that it's okay. You don't want to show up. I'll show up for myself. So everybody tried to come in. Everybody started talking. Why? Conversations happened and nothing worked out. Till the last day, the CEO tried to convince me. My meeting with my CEO happened. The last meeting finished at 6 o'clock and he says, I still don't want you to go. Rethink about it. I said, नहीं, सोच लिया, अब जाएंगे हम. And 6:30 I punched out and said, Alvida.
Your own manager.
My own manager telling me.
Right, I think we just jumped ahead. Zup करके हम आगे पहुंच गए हैं थोड़ा. Rewind in time. What has growing up been for you?
So born, brought up in Dehradun. Pahadi hai. Mussoorie is next door. So we assume, we say, okay, Dehradun is also Pahad. Born, brought up, studied there. One of the best schoolings. Pass out from St. Joseph's Academy. So a Josephite. One of the best schools. Creme de la creme. Studied there, started working there. I was a pretty average student, at least till class 10th. Maths and science was like, dude, nahi ho raha hai. When the board exams happened, my parents were like, they celebrated कि बच्चा pass हो गया हमारा. It had come to that point that nobody was sure whether I'll clear class 10th or not. Our times is like way back.
या तो डॉक्टर बनेंगे या तो इंजीनियर बनेंगे.
उसके अलावा arts used to be like
Arts
looked
का एक-
down upon.
Yeah,
ना?
correct.
Arts मतलब आपके बच्चे का कोई करियर नहीं है, कोई लाइफ नहीं है. पेरेंट्स couldn't think beyond your engineering,
engineer.
doctor. Zero भी आया मेरा.
जीरो कैसे आता है?
करा सब कुछ लेकिन नहीं आया, करेक्ट कुछ भी नहीं था. मतलब आई यूज्ड टू क्राई it maths and science. So class 10th was like this, 11th was commerce and the story flipped.
So you went against the norm of that time and took commerce.
11th में साइंस लेके फ्यूचर नहीं है ना, अब अपना फ्यूचर नहीं दिख रहा था मुझे. So I opted for commerce instead of arts. I said commerce is good. I became a good student because I loved commerce. I loved accounts.
What do you think shifted for you? The change of subjects?
The change of subjects. Although accounting has maths in it, but it was not that kind of a math. Trigonometry ने क्या सिखा दिया हमें? Sin, cos, theta आज तक नहीं समझ में आया मुझे यार. कहाँ सॉल्व कर रहे हैं हम लाइफ की वो इक्वेशंस? साइंस का जो कॉकरोच डाइसेक्ट कराया था, आज क्या डाइसेक्ट कर रहे हो आप? चिकन भी घर पे लाते हो तो वो कट करवा के ही लाते हो ना, फिश भी क्लीन करा के ही लाते हो तो.
No, but then I think that makes a lot of sense for the doctors of the world or who had interest in those areas.
मतलब my biggest disconnect with till today with our schooling's education is life skills नहीं है ना हमारे पास. हमने नहीं सीखे थे अपनी लाइफ में तो अपने टाइम में. Because our parents focused on that, had a lot of exposure to these things also.
Yeah.
And I did my graduation also there. And then I came to Delhi in 2001.
What did you come here for?
That time, I always wanted to work. My life story could not end at Shadi kar lo, bacche paida kar lo, or school teacher was not in my books. Dehradun only had that. And that was not my life story. Couldn't imagine myself doing that. ये लाइफ में बहुत क्लियर था कि कुछ करना है, कुछ बड़ा करना है लाइफ में. लोकल न्यूज़पेपर में क्लासिफाइड होता था and a lot of ads used to come and I went for an interview, got selected, they gave a joining letter and they said join. I went home, showed my dad the letter. Dad said jao, karo whatever you want to. So but he said I will not send you to Delhi or any city without a job. Anything from here I need to know where you're going, what will you do there? I can't send you like this there. And I said, done deal. I started giving interviews. I said, ये लीजिए, चलिए अब दिल्ली चलें.
You shifted alone or?
I shifted all by myself. Of course, there was a group of people who joined. Parents talk to each other's parents for checking कि और कौन बच्चे जा रहे हैं.
सच भी बोल रहे हैं कि नहीं?
हाँ, सच भी बोल रहे हैं. लेटर सच है कि नहीं है. So I met a girl over there. She was from Missouri. And we got good friends, we exchanged. So dad asked, उसके डैड ने पूछा, दोनों पापाओं को बात कराई, तो उन्हें लगा कि हाँ. फिर रेलवे स्टेशन पे मिले कि हाँ देखें तो सही
जा रहे हैं
जा रहे हैं, है भी सही रियलिटी की नहीं है. 2001 I moved to Delhi and it's been what 24 years now, more than 2 decades now. Till 2019 hung my corporate boots. I was with corporates only a good 18 years.
18 years and then you started on your own.
Then I started on my own.
And multiple companies in this 18.
Absolutely.
What about personal life? What about partnerships?
I was somebody who couldn't live outside of my house. So when I came to Delhi, I learned everything, learning how to cook, clean the house. A lot of things happened. Life's taught a lot of lessons, some good ones, some pretty harsh, where life's turned the whole life has gone upside down.
What do you mean?
So got married, had a baby, had a girl child. She came into our lives in 2011. I got married in 2010.
2010.
Yeah, so got married pretty late, and she came into our lives. A blessing, of course.
Yeah.
But she was a special child, and she spent 6 years with us, and then she left us.
Oh.
We lost her one fine day. I woke up. I used to leave home at 7:30 in the morning. Because I had to reach office and then come back home by 5:30 because her nanny used to leave at 5:30. So that's what my shift was. I used to go early and my husband used to go late. And she used to wake up with me at 5:30. I would brush her teeth, I would feed her, change her diaper and everything, and then leave for work. And that day, she didn't wake up with me. She was a cerebral palsy child, which means that she could not do anything on her own. Just like a newborn baby can't do anything on their own, she also couldn't do anything on her own. So I used to turn her. So I checked her diaper and all of that, and I realized something's wrong. And I woke up my husband. I said, something's wrong with her, with Sarah. Her name was Sarah. And he also checked. He says, yeah, she was stone cold. And we didn't know.
Do you want to talk about this, or we can completely
No, I'm
stop?
fine. I'm fine.
I'm just trying to sort of imagine what losing a child could mean for anybody. And the moment you just mentioned this, even though I am aware, I just had my heart rate pop like
Yeah, it does.
crazy.
It does because as parents, we can't imagine life without our child because they are a part of us, isn't it?
Yeah. So, sorry, what was the problem?
She was a cerebral palsy child and she used to get fits. So we had her on medication.
Cerebral
palsy,
palsy.
which means the limbs don't work. So when she used to get fits, it was very difficult. There were medicines twice a day we had to give her, and she would not get those fits. Otherwise, she would get those fits.
So 6 years.
6 years she was with us. Yeah.
You knew this at birth.
Yes, we knew this at birth. But you know, Rahul, she taught us so many things in her own ways.
I can understand
it
that.
was a blessing to have her in our lives.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. And it's said that a special child comes to parents who have that heart and who can actually take care of them. A special child does not come to every house, every family.
Yeah.
People look down upon it. People think कि आपका बच्चा पागल है. People think mentally challenged है. But people don't see the beauty in that. When you see the beauty that a special child brings in, It's amazing. What Sarah taught us, I think life couldn't have taught us.
Yeah.
The love, the patience.
I'm still in awe of both of you guys, you and your husband, of managing that situation, because I think it would take a toll
It does. It
on not
does.
just the person but
It
even the
does.
relationships to a large
Absolutely.
extent, right?
It does. And I have a lot of what should I say? A lot of gratitude and a lot of respect for my husband because he became a stay-at-home dad for 3 years.
Oh,
He had his own business, so he used to work from home, but still he would prioritize Sarah over his work. Though he was a workaholic, but he became a stay-at-home dad for 3 years, and a lot of
hats off
respect
to you
and
guys.
courage. That's why I said,
And I have a totally different and deeper admiration for what you
thank
stand
you,
for,
thank
what
you.
you've gone through in life,
Uh,
and also your husband. I mean,
Thank you.
if he was a help,
Yeah, definitely he was a
because
help.
I think such instances and such tests, in a way, a lot of times they just make the relationship stronger as well, the
Yes,
bond stronger as
absolutely,
well, right?
absolutely.
So, Sarah, when she passed away, so that was what, 11,
2018,
18? Yeah,
2018.
18.
Yeah.
Were you expecting? Did you know about it?
Yeah. We were told that to expect this. Plus, we were also doing a lot of homework, reaching out to different places. What could you do? Because her food was also very specialized food, not specialized, very measured food. Doctors were specific. Her therapy was very specific. So we had done our research. We knew, but we didn't know it's going to come so soon.
Yeah.
So of course, as a mother, uh, uh, when we were told that she's gone, of course, it's like a piece of your heart is gone. Your heart literally dies. There's a hole in your heart.
Yeah.
I think it's bigger than the black hole that exists,
I
and
honestly, I can't imagine this.
nobody
But
can.
how did you process this, the loss?
We didn't know how to process it. Actually, trust me, we didn't know, and we both of us had turned shopaholics. We would, because your life didn't have anything to do. You didn't have anything to do. It was like you're coming home, you're sleeping, you're eating. But that's regular, no? That's life. Everybody does it. Our evenings were busy with her. He used to come back from work, spend time with her. I used to come back from work, spend time with her, make her food and all of that. And suddenly we were like, जिसे कहते हैं ना वेले हो गए थे जिंदगी से वो हो गया था हमारे साथ में and it was a very big void to fill. So he had his work, I had my work, so we used to go late उठ रहे हैं मतलब वो लाइफ का पर्पस खत्म हो गया था 9 बजे उठ रहे हैं 9:30 उठ रहे हैं ऑफिस 11 बजे पहुंचती थी मैं nobody would say anything.
Yeah.
चल रहा है वीकेंड्स वी रिफ्यूज टू स्टे एट होम मतलब वो एक अनसेड नॉर्म था कि सैटरडे सुबह उठेंगे निकलेंगे लेट नाइट आएंगे वील पार्टी वॉच अ मूवी डू व्हाटएवर
You were avoiding the
we were
space.
avoiding that space and I almost became an alcoholic. I used to come home and drink every day.
Wow.
We had a bar at home and I was just come home and drink because he used to come in a little late because
Rose.
रोज हाँ रोज मतलब वो कहते हैं ना वो द I had lost faith in God. I had lost faith in God.
I can imagine.
But somewhere, see, as a mother, I was sad. I had lost a
You
piece of
didn't
my
know how to
heart.
process it. You
I
turned towards alcohol
I
and
didn't know.
shopping,
Yes,
is what you're saying.
yes, and but at the same time, I was also relaxed because my child was free from all those problems. I knew that she's not going to go through all of that now
I was
every
actually
day.
thinking about that, I mean,
Yeah,
like, we are trying to imagine what it is for you. And for a child who can't even explain
yeah,
what she's going through, it's, as they say, it's better that she's found a better place, a better space, isn't it?
yeah.
I think that's the only way that you can really make sense out of this.
And that's the only way that I made sense of it. And yeah,
2018 losing her,
yeah.
And I think around that time only you mentioned you lost your job also. 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. After that.
After that,
So how long did this alcohol spree continue for Indu?
almost a year and a half.
Year and a
I'm saying I was on the verge of becoming an alcoholic because I couldn't survive.
To drown your
Drown
noises in the
something.
head.
हाँ कि मतलब इवनिंग चाय तो ऑफिस में हो गई, घर जाके क्या करना है भाई, मतलब कुछ तो चाहिए करने के लिए.
You wanted distractions.
I wanted distractions, and alcohol is the best distraction, like we all know, isn't it?
And obviously in our society that's in a way taboo, right, when you talk about. But I think a lot of times they don't understand the underlying problems
Yeah.
that cause anybody to go towards alcohol. So how did you come over that?
Something flipped one day, and I realized that this is not the life that I want, and I want to stop it. And that was the day I just stopped it. And after that, I stopped drinking socially also. I would go to parties, I would go to friends' places, and I didn't drink. I decided that it was a test for my own self.
Your husband, how did he cope up with the loss?
He never managed to cope up with the loss. It was something that it was more like a father's guilt that he had, that I couldn't do anything for my child, not realizing that he had done enough, more than enough, and this was something that we knew is going to happen. But like we all have to die,
Yeah.
but we never accept that reality because that is the only one reality that we have, isn't it? So I think for him, he never processed it. And he would always say that I'll be the first one to go to her. He always said that.
Once again, I salute your strength
Thank you.
that you've come over this and a loss of child at that age. And then, you kind of stood back in a way on your own feet, and you in fact doing fabulous independently as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Let's talk about your company now, right?
Sure.
You call it ICA.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is ICA? What does it do? And how did you come about launching it?
I hung my corporate boots in a whim. And I did it in November of 2019. And for 2 months, I decided I'll take it easy, enjoy life, went on a vacation. And January is when I said, अब तो क्या करें, कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा ना जिंदगी में. Freelancing was one option because I've always been in the training industry.
Yeah.
And I was like, not for me. I can't go talk to so many people. हर महीने वो मच होएगी कि पैसे नहीं आए, ये नहीं हुआ, वो नहीं हुआ. So I said, let me make my own company.
What was the reaction of others around you first? Let's come to that.
They said, you don't have a job in hand. Have you applied? I said, no. Are you giving interviews? I said, no. Then I said,
Feels so much like I walked in these shoes.
yeah. So they were like, yeah, the question, what are you going to do? I said, I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Abhi to I know that I am taking a break. I'm going out and we'll see. So that was the reaction.
So 18 years consistently you were working in one company or the other. You never took a break in between
I took a break for a year when Sarah was born.
Okay.
So that time a year's break.
because of the difficulty of the
Yes,
whole childhood.
yes, and we didn't have any support system per se that who would be there. So 2020 is when I decided कि freelancing तो नहीं हो पाएगी हमसे. Because every company has their own whims and fancies और वही सब वैसे ही नौकरी करनी पड़े, वो तो एक तरह की नौकरी है ना. Decided I launch my own company. Thought of a lot of names, nothing striking. And then one fine day, my husband, says Indu Ahuja Consultants Associates, made a logo also and sorted. And that's how it started. And
ICA.
yeah, ICA was born.
So tell me as a layman, what does your company really do?
So we do a lot of executive coaching for the mid management and the senior management. Coaching wherein
Like a career coach.
like a career coach
Okay.
or an executive coach, because you are somebody who's very good at work, know it in and out. But when it comes to your people skills, that's sometimes a challenge.
So you're basically bridging that gap.
Yes, so we help them overcome this gap.
Aren't the companies themselves creating such modules for people?
Yes, they are. But again, internally, what can happen can only be that much. And you will definitely need support, because coaching as a profession is all about integrity, one, also ensuring that what you tell me as my coachee, I do not go spill it out.
Yeah.
But when it is within the organization, it goes
Chances
out.
are that
Yes.
over a chai break,
Exactly.
people will tell.
Some things will go out, right?
Yeah.
Plus, also, it requires a lot of bandwidth. See, because coaching conversations do not happen like a one conversation and it's over. It's monthly interventions, which can go up for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, sometimes up to a year. Also, and you're working in different gamuts, you're working with different phases and elements for that individual, with that individual. So, apart from coaching, we also do a lot of training, whether it be a communication skill or
Okay.
something as specialized as leadership and sales trainings.
Okay, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah, and so we do the whole intervention right from doing a training and taking up to coaching, where we've had success stories where we've shown ROI to our clients, changed NPS. Yeah, so that's what we
So
do.
everything, like the whole gamut of training, you just
Yes.
name it and you have.
Yes,
ICA has
absolutely.
it for you, yeah?
Yes, we have the whole bouquet.
In terms of scale, how big are the clients that you're dealing with currently?
So we have the largest automotive organization with us. We
ये तो
have
आसान है guess करना है ना?
we have the government of India, companies who lease out spaces,
Okay.
manufacturing, pharma.
The whole world is the playground for you, right?
Yeah, so you name it and we're there.
Do you think this industry is impacted by COVID in a way, positively or negatively?
Okay, I would say we've seen both. So when COVID hit, the world didn't know. Like everybody, our industry also didn't know what's our future. So we've had trainers go out and give free lunches. In term, when I say free lunches, they've delivered free training programs or
Ah,
training
okay.
programs as low as 500 rupees.
Ah,
And that really has impacted us because now it's difficult to get back to it. But then it's also worked for us because it's given us opportunities to bridge that gap, because online trainings has helped us bridge that gap where
by
have been
companies,
created. Companies,
people are more comfortable with video
yes,
conference calls and
yes,
all, you know?
maturity has come in that work can happen like this also. So it's worked both ways for us. We were profitable even in the times of COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant, brilliant. Okay. Typically, when you work in a company, you have this assurance of that ting moment, end of the month.
Yeah.
Compared to what you're doing now and your earnings now, do you think it was a wiser decision to take this up?
Today, when I look back, yes, of course. Of course, here the thing doesn't happen on the 27th. It can
Yeah.
happen on the 1st also, the 5th also. It can happen anytime. So that's the best part about it.
Yeah.
You don't have to ask anybody about leaves.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you also have to work.
It's like 7 days, 24 hours.
7,
you're
24.
there.
Sometimes you don't have those luxuries of even like going off to sleep at the fixed time or eating at a fixed time because there's too much that's happening. Today, when I reflect back, it was a wise decision.
I remember my training days. I would skip lunch, focus upon what I'm going to cover in the next section of the training delivery. Do you do that?
Post meals, like we always say, is a trainer's deathbed because people eat. So you have the energy suddenly go down. So that was the time I used to do it. I used to eat very light because I knew skipping my energy goes down. And today I don't do it at all. Rather, I use the lunchtime, I use my tea breaks to network and socialize with people. I spend that with my trainees. That's what I do. I make it a point to eat with them, chai breaks with them. So you mature. That time there was a lot of pressure that you had to prove yourself as a trainer. You
used
knew.
to get the ratings,
Yeah,
right?
the ratings used
The
to
ratings,
matter.
right?
Yeah, feedback. That paper at the end of the day would decide your fate. Today, with 25 years of work experience in the training industry, I think I've evolved.
Yeah.
When I did my first program with ICA, the client said feedback. I said, I'm not going to do it. If you want to do it, please go ahead. I'm not going to do it. It's been 5 years today.
Yeah.
My company hasn't created
You
their
don't
own.
take the end of training feedback.
I do not. The client wants it, they take it. I have made it a point that at the end of the training program, I always collect feedback, verbal feedback, in terms of what are their takeaways, what are people walking away from this session. And that is the truest moment.
I agree.
Or during the day when you're doing things right, people will walk up to you and say, like when I bring in new trainers on board, I will always go back and ask my clients that can I know the feedback, because I need to know whether I need to place this trainer back in the business or not, because that's a call that as a business owner I have to take.
So you take feedback forms only for your trainers, but not for yourself.
No, I don't do it for senior trainers. None of the senior
Okay,
trainers.
okay.
Only when a new trainer will come in. नहीं चलता है ना, नहीं जमता ये.
Makes sense. I think it makes a lot of sense. I don't know how many of the training organizations would agree, but
Up to, like I said, to each is to her. Yeah.
who's your competition?
For me, I don't look at it that way. So I've never looked at any organization because each company has their own success stories. Each company has their own thing to do in mind. So when I started ICA, or rather, one of the philosophies that I have in life is I want to do something for women. Women empowerment is very important for me.
Do you do something for that?
I don't believe in this idea of just give money and get over with it, because it's only one time. Like you say, na, you can take the horse to the river or the river to the horse. So I do things in my own way. So that's a purpose with which somewhere that thought was there. And I thought, what better than Aika? Of course, we've not reached there. A lot of challenges have come our way, but I'm sure we'll go there in one of these times to come. And
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
next 2-3 years, we'll be there.
I think professionally, I've asked you a lot. People who would want such interventions of training can connect with Indu and with Aika.
Find us on LinkedIn. Indu Ahuja is on LinkedIn, or you can write to us.
And I'll post it right here in the link, so
Yes.
people can just pick it up. Hopefully, you can get some business out of
Yes,
this.
why not?
Let's get a little more personal.
Sure.
While you've already shared a lot of things that I can't fathom or imagine myself going through, or I don't know what would I do in that situation. This one will be slightly different. Yeah.
Sure.
Let's just understand, how do you let off steam?
I write.
You write.
Yeah.
Okay, is that where the book comes into the picture? You're also an author?
Yes, I am a published author.
Published now.
Yes.
When did the book come out?
So it came out this November only, November of 2025.
This is your first book?
Yes, this is my first published
Breaking
book.
news! First interview of a published author. Now I have on my Jodcast as well.
Yes,
right?
absolutely. See, you have so many firsts, Rahul.
So true, yeah. I mean, the other day we had a CEO who came in here,
Yes.
and that was the first interview in the Jot Studios. So
Yes.
like this space that I've created for the Jotcasts. All right, tell us more about this book. We have a copy here, right?
Yes, we have a copy here.
A Journey into My Soul with Words and Silence. And it's a poetry collection.
Yes, it's a poetry collection
Okay, so you have an artist in you, yeah?
where I can write. But if you ask me to paint, that's the worst that you can ask me to do. My drawings are only limited to what we used to do in school, that house and that chidiya.
Yeah, right. So why don't you hold this and tell us
Sure.
a little bit more about
Okay.
what the book is all about?
A journey into my soul with words and silence. So, this is my healing journey in terms of saying things that I couldn't say to the world, things that I couldn't express myself with, and words came to me. And I thought, what better way to heal myself and than to write? So it's a journey where I've worked on expressing the emotions that I felt when I lost my child. When I lost my whole world in 2023, everything that was there in my life was gone, and gone like in a fraction of a second. I had come to a point zero in life. But today, when I look back at it, I've always been a firm believer of Shiva. I've always believed in Shiv. And it's said that when Shiva wants to give you everything, he destroys everything. And I think 2023 is what was that, the destruction that happened. In the 21 poems that I have is a journey of healing my emotions and a way to express myself. Go buy a copy and show us some love.
Brilliant, yeah. So I have an author coming in. This is her healing journey. A journey into my soul with words and silence.
My soul.
Why should others really read it?
Of course, a journey into my soul, but it's about healing.
Healing.
It's about making sense of the voice that sometimes which we lose. Sometimes we don't have ways to express ourselves. And these poems will come to you as ways of healing when you're trying to find your own voice. That's the reason you should read them.
So it's an emotional journey that you've expressed. And you mentioned something about 2023.
Yeah.
What happened in 2023?
So 2023, I vividly remember the date as well, 16th of July 2023. And I get a phone call from home that my husband's fallen. And I was like, fallen? गिर गया होगा, वो चलते चलते बहुत गिरता था. And by the time help reached him, I rushed one of my friends, and he had had a brain hemorrhage.
He fell at home.
He fell at home, and he had had a severe brain hemorrhage by the time we took him from one hospital to another hospital. It was like, okay, he's kind of, the doctor said, kind of like not sure what to do. So they said we'll have to operate because We had to drain the excess blood and all of that. And the hemorrhage was so excessive that they had to remove a piece of the brain, the bone from the brain, because that was so much of hemorrhage. He was in coma for 7 weeks, and then he had a heart fail, and we lost him on the 2nd of September 2023.
And you struggled with all of this trauma for what, August, September, 2 months?
7 weeks to be
7
precise.
weeks.
Yeah.
So all the science in the world couldn't save him.
No, because brain hemorrhage is something that nobody can save. It's a play that happens, and it was a play that was happening every day. One day the heart is showing something. One day the mind is showing something. So it was a hide and seek game that was happening.
So the man who coined Aika for you,
Yeah.
you lost him in 2023.
Yes.
I don't know. It would completely break me.
Yeah, it did break me also. Like I said, the whole world stopped. Everything that we had built just fell. Like as children or even as adults, when you go to the ocean or to the sea, we all make castles of sand, isn't it? We've seen the castles fall. The waves have come in and hit and brought the castle down. And that's how I saw my life. I saw the castle falling down. I saw it. When I say saw it, I literally saw it, Rahul. My best friend who took my husband to the hospital uh, after the surgery and everything, one day he just said, "Let me take you on a drive because you need that break." For 1 hour, he just drove and we didn't talk. All that I could see was, with my eyes open, that castle of sand coming down.
Your whole world
Yeah.
caved in.
Yes. And I couldn't go out, as in I didn't have the how do I put it?
Interest. No?
I didn't have the interest. I didn't have the courage to go out and see the world. I used to get anxiety attacks. I had stopped talking to people. I had stopped meeting people. My friends used to call me. Everybody was coming home. Stopped talking to people on the phone. I had just stopped doing all of that. And my biggest strength in all of this was my mom. She stood by me like a rock. My sister stood by me, my brother in law, my niece, and friends in their own ways, checking on me whether I've eaten, taking me out forcefully, just landing up home without telling me, because they knew if they told me, I wouldn't go. Nothing else, just a drive around, take me out for lunch, coffee, that's it. It's like you don't know what you want to do.
And that's like 2 losses in almost 4 years, five
Yeah.
years, at
Yeah.
a span of 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does break a person, I'm sure.
It does. And that's the reason that I said that this book is a journey into my soul. And maybe it gives voices to people who need to hear those. Because not everybody has the support that I had. Not everybody has that courage to do what I'm trying to do.
And even today, when you're coming here and speaking about it, I'm sure it's very difficult for you to have this conversation.
Yeah, though I've had it many a times with my friends, but I think doing it like this today is not coming easy. It's not.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your husband's name?
Vaibhav Agarwal.
Vaibhav Agrawal. And how do you remember him? I think that's the easiest way of coping with any loss, isn't it? To just think about and remember the best moments.
So we grew up together.
Oh, is it?
How we grew up together, we met each other in G in 2001. And we were together since 2001. So 22 years of our life.
Wow.
So we've literally grown up like a movie. It says no that So we've had the best of friendship, we've had the best of times in life, we've seen the most difficult times in our lives also. We've seen business losses that I don't think anybody can even fathom. And but we always we rose from those. We made a beautiful child together, and we raised our baby together. And then yeah, fortunately, unfortunately, we lost the baby. But yeah, that's how it is. So all those memories are there.
Are these losses the reason that you could like kind of pushing yourself into your work more?
No, because uh, when I lost Sarah, like I said, we didn't know what to do with our life. So that's the time we did put ourselves into work. We became shopaholics. I became an alcoholic. That was the time. But this time I did not, because this time I knew that it was building myself from scratch. So I did not. And honestly, in 2023, more than me showing faith, people around me had faith that, um, of course, your family stands by you, your friends stand by you, but my clients stood with me, Rahul.
Yeah.
Not even a single one walked away. It's very easy for clients to walk away from you. Why? Because you're just a business, you're just serving them. And if you can't serve them when they want you to serve them, then go find somebody else.
So when you had this loss, you stopped working?
Yeah, because I was.
You couldn't.
I couldn't, because the mental space was not there, because I used to spend almost a good 10, 11 hours in the hospital every day. Even the nights were very disturbed because I wasn't sure when the news will come, what news is going to come. The whole day was spent in the ICU waiting room, doctors calling you, you going in. We were running from doctors to doctors, friends were running for us. My friends used to take reports and go to different doctors, different neurologists, to figure out if there's a way. So there was no mind space, no mind share to do it. There was a senior partner of mine, who stood by me, who knew everything about the business, because there were a couple of projects that were going on at that time, and luckily he was a part of those projects, so he knew, he covered up for me.
Who stood by you the most during this difficult time in your life?
My mom
Your
and my
mother
sister.
and your sister.
Yeah,
I think at the end of the day, it all comes back to the family,
it
right?
always is. It's always is.
Yeah, we can fight with them, we can,
They
we can
never leave
shout
you.
on them,
Yeah,
but you never can leave them.
never.
So true. Your family, that's what it came back to.
Yeah.
Right. I have a totally different admiration for you and your work and your company. And I think you have an amazing strength that just doesn't come off otherwise when you just, when anyone just looks at you. There's another first. You're the first female guest also on my podcast. So
Wow, you have
on the
so many
Jodcast. Another
firsts.
first. So we'll get to this slightly fun
Sure.
part, while I know that it may be slightly difficult. Okay, so firstly, I'm going to ask you to tell me 2 truths and 1 lie. And let me see if you can really lie.
I love driving in the hills.
Okay,
I have done scuba diving.
okay.
I love eating different kinds of food.
Scuba diving, driving in the hills. I'm going to go with option number 3. Yeah?
Lie.
Yeah,
Food.
yeah.
Well, no.
No?
Not at all.
I was going to say scuba diving actually,
Oh, yeah.
option number 2. Is that?
Yeah.
Oh. You know, I was so close. I'm
Yeah,
getting
so
better
close.
at this game.
Yeah, I'm sure another 2, 3 and you'll be good
Yeah,
at it.
2-3 more episodes
Yes,
and probably I'll be able to catch.
You'll be able to figure it out.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to now give you a few words. First thing that comes to your mind when you hear X, for example. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Flower.
Fragrance.
Road.
Trips.
Nice. Mountains.
Home.
Hey, nice. Yeah. Sea.
Peace.
Perfect. Desert.
Vastness.
You're searching for positivity in every word, you know. That's so
That's what I've learned in life, no?
So brilliant to have you. Okay, last game. This is this or that, okay? What would you
Okay.
prefer, one or
Okay.
the other, okay? Ready?
Yeah.
White or black?
Black.
Why?
Pure.
Black is not pure. White is pure, no?
Black is the purest color because nothing gets onto it, no?
Like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the way you're thinking.
They
Movie at home or walk in nature?
walk in the nature.
Nice. Pasta or chole bhature?
On the mood.
Huh?
Yeah.
But you have to choose one.
Chole bhature.
Chole bhature.
Yes.
Desi kudi hai apni.
बिल्कुल.
Sugar or salt?
Salt.
Mm. Last one.
Sure.
House party or club?
House party.
Why?
It's just too chill, too relaxed, and too happy.
है ना? And don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere, ah.
I have one last question for you.
Yes, please.
Have you ever regretted this decision of taking the leap?
No, never. वो कीड़ा था बचपन से कि कुछ करना है. And I think that कुछ करना है is allowing me to do a lot of different things, and I'm doing a lot of things in my own ways.
Right.
So making that difference is what is important for me.
Brilliant. I think I've learned so much about strength today from this conversation. Have you had like a terrible time also when you were like, क्यों शुरू कर दिया मैंने ये?
हाँ, when I just started. So 2020 is when I started. March was my first program that I delivered. It was a series that I had to take pan India for this client of mine. My first paycheck hadn't come for ICA also, and I was like, but we became the listening ears. We were there. I would drop in hi, hellos, check
You were
on
persistent.
people. Yes, I would.
But without asking for.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would check on people. A lot of people were down with COVID. We let people went out. I kept talking to people. Then I found, and there were a lot of these workshops happening. Remember the 99 rupees
yeah,
wala thing? And I stumbled upon one doodle workshop. I attended that, and I collaborated with that artist. And I said, if there's nothing else that ICA has to do, ICA will start doing ICA doodle workshops. And we did doodle workshops. We earned a lot of money. We reached up to the Middle East as well. We had
Nice.
people joining in from Middle East. And I think for the first 3-4 months is when we had that struggle. July onwards, we were back in business. And even then, like any sane person would do, start looking for jobs. I didn't, because I knew this is the right decision. So yeah, I have no regrets at all.
I think you have to back your decision. I think that's what takes most courage.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah. So what do you think about my initiative, the Jodcast?
I love it. Be at it. You say the leap.
Yeah.
If
Take
you've
the leap.
decided to take that leap, stick to it. You're on the right path. You've had a lot of firsts.
True.
So wish you all the best in this journey, and wish you a lot of many firsts.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure being here, and thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. I think it, for me, it's just been a roller coaster journey for me this episode. I have a different respect for the female power of continuing despite of all odds because of listening to Indu's journey, what she's gone through in life, and how she ended up creating ICA. There were times during this episode that I had to step away. I was just hearing so much that has happened and that she's figured out in life. And I think having her here has been a pleasure because you're so positive, Indu. I must thank you for coming and sharing your story. And I just wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
thank you to you, and a lot of gratitude to you and your space for allowing me to share my story.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Another-
Anytime, another time.
Absolutely.
And all the best to you. And with that, we've come to the conclusion of this episode. Soon, I have a person sharing their story. This one has amazing aroma. Think about chocolates, truffle cakes. I have a story coming your way of a home baker. Till that time, stay subscribed, keep watching. Bye.